Hello, thank you for checking out Mr. Ware's videos, and today we are looking at continuing the lesson on compound interest and finding future values. In the previous video, we talked about the compound interest formula and what the principal, rate, time, the end, and all these letters mean. And I showed you what to do if you had annually compounded every year. In this video, I'm going to show you what to do for quarterly and monthly. Okay, so let's take a look at our first example. All right, so Jason invests $58,000 in the account, paying an interest rate of 2.7% compounded quarterly. Assuming no deposits or withdrawals are made, how much money to the nearest dollar will be in the account after 14 years? So what we're going to do is write out everything we need. We've got the principal, 58,000. We got the interest rate, 2.7%. Move the decimal 2 places to convert it from a percent to a decimal. The time, 14 years. And N, the number of times it's being compounded. And it's quarterly, so that lets us know we need to use 4. Now we're going to plug each one of those into the formula. So you have A is equal to your P, 58,000, times 1 plus R, which is 0.27. 0.027 over the N, which is 4, close parentheses. Now, I didn't mention this in the last video, but to make sure it comes out right, when you raise it up, make sure you put this in parentheses. So here you got parentheses, and we're going to put in N, which is 4, times T, which is 14. Then close parentheses. All right, now you type all of that into the calculator, and you get this big number here, 8,453.6190289, and we want to round this to the nearest dollar. So we're going to round that to the nearest dollar right here. Okay, and the nearest dollar is 5. So we look to the number to the right of it, and it's 5 or more, so we raise the score. So let's go get us A. It's close to 84,536. All right, now you can go ahead and pause the video and see if you can solve this one on your own. All right, so this should be what you get here. Should get 16,870. We plugged in our principal here. Then we plugged in the rate. Then we plugged in the years. And we put 4 for quarterly. Then we put each one of those into the formula here. Type all that into the calculator, and then we round to the nearest $10. Okay, and that made that 6 comes up to a 70, and this is your answer. All right, let's take a look at another example. Okay, so Everything's exactly the same as quarterly, but instead of it being quarterly, it's monthly. Okay, and so instead of using 4, we're going to use 12. So, but everything is exactly the same. So let's take a look at this one. So we start off with the principal. Well, let me read it right quick. Payton invests $690 in an account paying an interest rate of 5.6% compounded monthly. Assuming no deposit or withdrawals are made, how much money to the nearest $10 will be in the account after 8 years? So I'm going to take this $690 here. That's our principal. The interest rate, convert it to a decimal. Don't forget that. The time, 8 years. And then since it's monthly, we're going to use 12. All right, now we're going to put all of that into our formula, P, 690, 1 plus the rate, 0.056, over N, which is 12, close parentheses, raise it up, and do 12 times 8, N times T. Now we'll go ahead and type that into the calculator, and when we do, we get this big number here, 1078.84541. Okay, and on this one, we're rounding to the nearest $10. So I'm looking here at this 7, seeing the 8, which is 5 or more, so you raise the score. So that leaves 1,080. All right, go ahead and pause the video and see if you could do one that is monthly. Okay, this should be what you get here. 50,298. We've got our principal. Now, got a principal, the rate, the time, and the number of times it's being compounded. And we plug each one of those in right here. So you got the P, you got the rate, you got the time, and you have the number of times it's being compounded. Then you put all that into your calculator, hit enter, you get a big number, and then we're going to round this one to the nearest dollar. So on this one, it was 0.0, so it's 4 or less. So you let it rest and leave it at 8 here, and this is your answer. So that is compound interest and solving for future values. I want to thank you for checking out Mr. Ware's videos. Have a nice day.